As you have already heard by now, Animal Crossing New Horizons will be getting a Switch 2 edition in January 2026, and on the same day, we will be getting a 3.0 update. I do believe is the number for the update, which will be for Switch 1 and Switch 2 players, and it does contain a Splatoon collaboration, including Splatoon items to decorate your homes with. Big Man has been turned into a chair, and there will be 2 returning villagers, I do believe, to Animal Crossing New Horizons. There will be new villagers to that game. I'm not an Animal Crossing player, but what I understand is that these 2 villagers were part of New Leaf, and as part of the collaboration for New Leaf and Splatoon 1, they did sort of cosplay as Callie and Marie. This time around, they are cosplaying as Shiva and Fry, or dressing up as those 2 characters. It doesn't seem like those villagers will have an option to dress up as Callie and Marie. Off the Hook seem to be nowhere to be seen. I've already made a separate short talking about how this terminal, maybe it could be teasing a Splatoon 3 Splatfest coming up in 2026. Make sure you are checking out that short. But in this video I want to talk about the impact the Animal Crossing Switch 2 edition and the update does have on the Splatoon series. But before getting to that, make sure you are hitting that thumbs up button, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. So pretty much what I sort of believed going into yesterday as I'm recording this, or before we did get the news that Animal Crossing will be getting the Switch 2 edition and it will be getting a big 3.0 update. The sort of release schedule I had in mind for Animal Crossing and Splatoon was that Splatoon Raiders would come out soon. It will come out first. At the moment, I'm not sure whether it will be a 2026 or a 2027 game. I do have a separate video talking about Splatoon Raiders in 2026. That will be coming out soon, where I do go through what we will see from that game in 2026. But yeah, that will be coming up in a future video. But yeah, in my head, Splatoon Raiders would come first, and then pretty much that team would then go on to develop the next Animal Crossing, and then after that is when we would get Splatoon 4. But the recent news has raised questions whether that schedule will actually happen or not, so we don't know at the moment for certain. Within EPD5, who do develop Animal Crossing and Splatoon, we don't know for certain whether there are 2 separate teams that do work on Animal Crossing and Splatoon, or whether they do share the same developers or not. I don't know for certain how big EPD5 is, so that they could have 2 separate teams working on the 2 games at the same time, or whether it is a situation where Animal Crossing does get focused on with updates and then they do move on to developing Splatoon. I don't feel like any of us know for certain the situation within EPD5, so whatever anybody says, it is just pure speculation. And it goes without saying, Nintendo are really hard to predict. I don't feel like anybody who does make YouTube videos, myself included, knows really too much about Nintendo. They might pretend to, but everybody pretty much gets all the stuff wrong when it comes to predicting Nintendo. It's just fun to talk about nonetheless. It's just a fun discussion to have, and that is what I will be doing in this video, because like I said, I thought Splatoon 4 would be coming out at the earliest, maybe 2028, 2029. I feel like that is a conclusion that a lot of people have come to. I know it's something that a lot of people like to see. A lot of people like to see Splatoon 4 cut for a long time, so that the game would be as good as it could be whenever it does come out. I do believe that Animal Crossing Switch 2 edition, I do feel like it is being used as a stopgap. I do believe that the 3.0 update is being used as a stopgap until the next Animal Crossing game does come out, and I feel like it does push back whenever the next Animal Crossing game does come out. I don't feel like it will be anytime soon. So how I thought previously, how Splatoon Raiders would come out either 2026, 2027, and then Animal Crossing could come out maybe soon after. If Splatoon Raiders is coming out in 2026, maybe Animal Crossing could come out in 2027. Now I am not so sure, because even in that video they didn't say that the 3.0 update was the final update for Animal Crossing New Horizons, unlike what they did do back in February 2021, I do believe, or in that same year. They did come out with an update video saying that it would be the final update for Animal Crossing New Horizons, and of course it turned out to not be the case based on this recent week's news. So maybe Animal Crossing New Horizons could get even more updates in the future, pushing back whenever the next game does come out. I feel like this does open up the door that maybe Splatoon 4, didn't mean that to rhyme by the way, but I do feel like this does open up the possibility that Splatoon 4 could be coming out sooner than what everybody expected. Maybe even a few months, or maybe just about a year after when Splatoon Raiders does come out. Splatoon 4 will definitely be a priority for Nintendo to get that game onto the Switch 2, to move people over from the Switch 1 over to the Switch 2. You could say that Splatoon Raiders is that game, but it is the spin-off game. It is a single player game. It is not a replacement for 4. We just don't know how appealing that game will be for newcomers and existing players alike. I do feel like the big new multiplayer game, Splatoon 4, I do feel like it will be a big push in terms of bringing in game sales, because I do doubt whether Splatoon Raiders will match what Splatoon 2 sold and what Splatoon 3 sold, because it is a spin-off game. I do feel like Splatoon 4 will match what Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3 did sell, because it is the next multiplayer game whenever that does come out. So I do feel like it will be a priority. I know some people will say that Splatoon Raiders is the Splatoon stopgap on the Switch 2. It is coming out relatively soon, whether it be 2026, 2027, to get Splatoon players to pick up a Switch 2. But like I said, I really do feel like that will be Splatoon 4. That will be the big game that will get people over, because it is the next multiplayer game. But yeah, basically this news has raised questions on when Splatoon 4 could come out. I thought it would be after the next Animal Crossing, but now I am not so sure. I do feel like the next Animal Crossing has dropped in priority. You would imagine that Nintendo have put in enough staff into EPD 5 so that there would be 2 separate teams to develop Animal Crossing and Splatoon. But I still feel like even if there are 2 separate teams, I still feel like there are crossover there between, like you even got the producer on Nagami, he does work on Animal Crossing and Splatoon. I do feel like there is more crossover there. That is why I feel like it does alternate. So Animal Crossing gets an update, then Splatoon gets an update. But yeah, this recent Animal Crossing news has got me thinking that maybe Splatoon 4 could be coming soon after when Splatoon Raiders does come out. And maybe we could get a reveal for Splatoon 4, maybe just shortly after when Splatoon Raiders does come out, whenever that will be. And Splatoon Raiders will be used as sort of like a way to hype up people for Splatoon 4. People will play Splatoon Raiders, then want more, and then Nintendo will deliver more with Splatoon 4. But look, this is all just speculation that could all be wrong at the end of the day. But I do believe it will be coming out sooner than 2028. I don't feel like Nintendo will work on Animal Crossing. I don't feel like Animal Crossing will be the priority after Splatoon Raiders. I feel like it will be Splatoon 4, because Nintendo have got the Animal Crossing audience sort of sorted with this 3.0 update and the Switch 2 edition as well. So I do feel like Splatoon Raiders will come out, and then Splatoon 4 will come out after that, and then the next Animal Crossing game will come out. It may be in 2029, 2030, but let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Do you feel like Splatoon 4 will be coming out sooner based on the recent Animal Crossing news, or do you feel like pretty much nothing has changed? Let's just wait until Splatoon Raiders and play that and enjoy that before worrying about Splatoon 4. And I totally get your argument if you're making that in the comment section below. But that is pretty much it for this video. I will see you in another video soon.